may I ask you one question? Because Marjorie was just describing some of the maybe real issues in the city, but why all the reporters like me are here now is because the former president and his vice running mate spread rumors that Haitians are eating the dogs and the cats and the pets of the Americans living here, which is a very racist rumor that they spread out as a fact. And I just want to know, what has it done to your community? You are a pastor, you're speaking a lot to your community. What is the reaction of the people? What do they feel like when they heard about these news, and how do they feel today, like almost a week after these everything started?
Il dit comme ça que même comme pasteur, il dit comme que le va parler avec l'autre monde comme c'est aussi on peut aller avec le comment haïtien senti, il senti parce que le président a dit que n'a mangé chien avec chat et puis après ça fait 2 semaines de ça qui privé, il veut connaître que comment mon yo comme il senti sentiment haïtien communautaire, comment il senti de ça, avec qui ça on dit pour encourager.
Bon, c'est une situation qui va. C'est une situation qui va étonner nous parce que c'est pas la première fois ils font quand le président font une déclaration, si nous nous rappelons après 2016 de film.
Parce que anglais connaît plus et puis aussi pose mon traduit. Because I understand that most of them tell him to say like piece by piece so that I can go back. Okay, comment ça va?
Oui, c'est pas la première fois qu'ils utilisent des thèmes pour traiter haïtien dans ce sens.
He's not really surprised by this because it's not the very first time that he's used derogatory terms like this before.
Nouvelle ça il fait impact quand même sur la vie haïtienne.
He said nevertheless the news of this made an impact in the Haitian community.
Mais comme leader, nous faisons en sorte que pour encourager mon yo.
And as a leader, what my position is, I've been encouraging the people.
C'est sensibiliser eux pour qu'ils aient un plus bon meilleur ou bien t'as dit un plus bon comportement dans zone là.
And what I've been challenging them so that they would have a better attitude or behavior towards the situation in the community.
Mais en réalité, ça le dit c'est pas ça.
And in reality, what he claimed is not true.
Parce que nous-mêmes haïtiens nous gagnons un attachement comme si nous aimons manger qui sortit là comme si nous-mêmes propres nous attachés à propre manger pas non.
He said, and personally for us, our community, we are attached to our own cuisine or our own style of cooking.
Et nous varier manger nous par exemple dans salade manger nous montrer que manger nous li propre à nous-mêmes.
He said, and we value our cuisine because our cuisine is clean to us.
Mais ça dit nous manger tant que chien ou bien chat, c'est pas ça vrai.
He said, and like for example, to say that we eat dogs and cats, that is so untrue.
Par conséquent, oui, ça le dit, il fait impact sur, ça me t'a dit, psychiquement, il fait impact
He
sur.
said, yes, the impact has hit us psychologically.
Mais nous essayons d'adapter nous à la réalité, dans le contexte et politique là.
He said, and we're trying to adapt ourselves, but we realize it's a political thing. The context was made because of politics.
But because there were also like many bomb threats now to schools, and maybe this is all just made up, but do you feel safe, or are you afraid of that anything could happen?
Well, on gagne plus bagarre qui gagne bombe tout bas ça au privé parce qu'on connaît qu'à mettre est-ce que nous sentons que nous y a sécurité ou bien est-ce que dans situation ça?
Oui, il faut dire ça parce que directeur police là et mairie à tout ça yo véhiculer des messages pour yo dire non, yo mettez nous en confiance comme si gon bagay qui pas bon.
The police department, the town mayor had made it assured that whatever threat they're getting, they're going to make procedures or certain things that to make sure that the community is safe.
Parce que hier a remarqué pendant le service de l'église là, il y a de police qui là pour assurer sécurité.
He said, like yesterday, when they was having services at church, there was police presence there to making sure that the congregant had security.
Et nous essayons d'adapter nos situations au fur et à mesure jusqu'à ce que ça parle.
He said, and what we learn to do, just adapt with the situation until it vanishes.
Okay, and maybe one last question, because we also have to finish, right?
En dernière question.
But it's for both of you.
Pour nous deux.
You were describing some of the issues that are existing in the city. You were talking about jealousy, maybe, or some people. But do you have the feeling that the main feeling between groups in the city is a peaceful situation? And do you think that what happened last week or since last week has worsened the situation, and there's a gap now in the city, or is it still a very peaceful, living together here?
Je dis, qu'est-ce que nous pensons? Est-ce que parce que après ça, dans sa situation, est-ce que la communauté a nous senti que nous avec nous avons une unité ou bien ça séparé nous-mêmes? Comment on sentit? Est-ce que parce que c'est une jalousie qui fait ça, que cause de ça, qui sépare nous?
Bon, pour nous-mêmes, nous avons dit, même si nous chaque gain tendance différente, par exemple, mais nous pas là dans niveau ça. Nous
although there might be differences, because he says that people might be differences. Like, for example, we're Christian, and people may not be Christian, but we see it in different facets.
Mais nous solidaires entre nous.
But we're solidarity between us.
Et c'est pendant tout jour ça, c'est une sensibilisation n'a pas fait pour nous s'acter aux petits gens à l'écart pour nous mettre nous ensemble pour nous offrir une autre image. Nous sommes dictateurs.
Pretty much it's just that even though
nous d'accord que si il y a des gens que nous pas très près avec eux, nous avons essayé de sensibiliser eux pour nous mettre nous ensemble.
And the attitude that we have, our mentality is that even though we don't know who's opposing us, but if we have opposer, we want to come together. We want to unite. We want to know what can we do so we can unite the minds of the people so that they can have a positive effect or understanding of us.
Mais nous pas diviser, vrai.
Yeah, but we're really not divided.
Haïtien, nous avons un slogan qui dit l'union fait la force. Nous croyons unité.
Like in Haitian, we have a proverb that says that unity is the strength. So in our mindset, we want unity.
Et nous avons nos objectifs pour nous toujours positifs dans la zone.
And what we're telling each other is that let's be positive. Let's try. We just want to be positive in every situation that we're going through.
Okay.
Nous là pour développement, pas pour seulement dans l'intérêt communauté haïtienne, mais nous là pour développement toute zone.
He said we're here with the intention that we want to develop, and not just only for us, our own interest, but the entire town.
And maybe one last question for you. What was your experience? What was your experience What was your experience with the people here in the city? Did they reach out for the community?
Oh, absolutely. I have to say that I am really proud of our community, because I would say that there's a large education professionals and intellects that are very positive. They've even gone on to trying to support Haitian businesses and stuff. It's a small minority, and unfortunately, it's the uneducated who really don't do any research, but they just go by emotion. But I would say the Springfield Department, the police has been very supportive. I've gone to a lot of town council. They've been supportive. The mayor has been very supportive. So to make this a race issue, because Springfield, I understand, there's a lot of biracial. There's a lot of biracial marriages in Springfield. I mean, this is a hotbed for a lot of interracial. So for the people to stir up and make it a racist thing, because really, Springfield is the least to say racist and stuff like that. My neighbors, even though I'm the only black in the neighborhood, they've just shown so much love. So I think it's just a very few that they use political again to stir up something, because originally a lot of Springfielders, I wouldn't say the relationship between whites and black, it's not this racial tension, not here in Springfield.
But just one question for about the mayor. He was the one that went out to Fox News and were saying publicly, nationwide, that 20,000 people are flooding the city. Right?
Okay, we're talking not in Springfield. It is true. It is what he said is true, because there is an influx of abundance of amount of people that are here. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because it's just overwhelming. Because normally I've never been used to going online to go purchase something and there's a line. Usually Springfield is pretty empty. And now there's a line everywhere. And I'm just wondering, wow, where did all they come from? So there is a truth, there is an abundance and a lot of Haitian that came so quickly.
But how to solve that problem? Like how develop the capacities of like public health services, or it's not that easy. It takes some time.
It does take time. It does take time. And with that, that's with the official, because we don't know how they became so rapidly and quickly. But nevertheless, there is, and it is overwhelming and shocking to see so quickly. But because of that doesn't mean that people are bad or people are evil because their mindset, and I appreciate Pastor Jonah, is whatever situation, let's try to make it positive.
He's not sitting there anymore.
It's Miguelito!
I swap with him.
I love
You
this
didn't
guy.
see that.
Thank you.
But I mean, I'm so proud of the Haitian, because they just come in and they're opening different things, whether businesses. Look at the radio station, from one thing, whether it's a house, food truck, whatever. They have the mind to work. These people are brilliant. With nothing, they make something huge. I mean, I've not heard of a single Haitian who came with only a little backpack, and how I've opened bank accounts for different ones. And the first guy that I did that, he had $25,000. I said, most Americans don't have that. And he says, I save and I live with very little, and he's content by doing that. You can't hate the Haitian for doing that. He's progressive. He's innovative. He has a future. He wants to invest. He suffered so much, but even with his suffering, he yet still have the energy and strength to be positive. That's why I'm obsessed with these people, because it's just like the positivity that they have, and you just give them a stick. By the afternoon, they turn that stick into some kind of an investment. They're selling you. They're creating. A little boy would have a can and turn it into a car with his hands.
Sounds very American, to be honest, too. Like the principles of
they know the American dream.
Dishwasher to millionaire.
But unfortunately, American, when you're here, you're entitled now. You're the victim and you're entitled. My mentality has changed. Generation, it was like that. When their parents were immigrants, but now that's a sickness to ever tell your kids. You're gonna work so hard so you could have your kids have better in life. When you do that, you spoil that child. There's no need to work, and he deserves all this. There's no need to work because he's given all this thing. But if you work hard, you appreciate and you build.
Thank you so much, Marjorie.
Yeah, it was my pleasure, and thank you. And this is my guy here.
Hey, thanks, Marjorie, for your help.
Yeah.
Support.
I will
You're a
definitely
big
support.
rookie.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
They need a voice, and these guys, they've gone through a lot.
Wow, you have to survive the worst to become the best of your kind.
Yeah, they are.
Do you maybe want to say something about your new studio here?
Yeah, sure.
And, so what's your name? And
clearly, my name is Miguelito Jerome. So we just opened this new studio here in downtown Springfield. And, it's definitely a way to actually bring a voice to those, who are still fighting and hustling here in town, and bring the highlights to all the positivity happening here in town, and kind of changing the narrative and, showing people the true Springfield, not only to the Haitian side, but also to any residents living here in Springfield. They can use our studio, come over, come say hi. These spaces are open. You have, journalists coming all the time. And especially this week, this is a special week where we have an open door. Anyone can come and address us, and
And your main program will be like in English also, or just in Creole or French, or?
We are pretty diverse, actually. We have in different program, different show in different languages. We have Haitian, like this morning we had a Haitian show in Haitian Creole. We have like right now English. Podcasts happening. We also have Spanish too, like yesterday or the other day we had a full Spanish show, and today it's the Mexican Independence Day, so we're having another Latino show all in Spanish. So it's all about to promote the diversity, and showing them how it can be all beautiful, speaking and bringing different culture, and different things together, and that's why we represent here at NDL.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I feel very welcome here.
Sure.
It's very, very warm welcome, open door policy,
Absolutely.
I'd say. And yeah, good luck with everything and with your radio station.
Thank you. Appreciate
Now
it.
that's a Haitian. You see that? They just come in the country and they have a radio station. Look at that. Look at that. The example. Just come in the country and here you are.
Definitely.
Great.
Hey, I appreciate it, Marjorie.
Thank you, Marjorie.
Yeah, it was nice
Good
to
luck.
meet you. Good
Nice
luck.
to see you.
All right.
Bye, Miguel.
Thank you.
All righty.
So we're doing a little. We have ABC
ABC.
here in town, so they just want to come and say hi and
You wanna
ask us a
say
couple
hi?
questions. I mean, you can feel free
Yeah,
to stay.
I'm here for you
Yeah,
guys.
definitely.
You
All
know,
right.
I'm here, you guys.
Let's get
here.
better.
Next.
Jimmy, what do you do?
Je dis à son journée live 100% et dans le
Je
studio.
déclare la permanence.
La permanence dans le studio NDL.
Sure.
Le Diaspora Live jeudi après ABC et Allemagne. Now, nous
Okay,
gagnons-
okay.
c'est qui média nous là qu'on y a?
ABC.
ABC,
ABC.
still ABC.
ABC News.
Yeah.
So, son live 100% et merci à Marjorie qui est présent avec nous, Miguelito, Pasteur
Yeah.
Jonas, etc. Donc, n'a pas avancé et
Est-ce que
n'a
nous,
parti
ok, là,
pour
ok,
l'autre.
là?
Nous en forme.
Yeah, all
Très
right.
bien.
So pretty much, probably nous gagnons, jeudi en tout c'est indépendance Mexique. Jean ça a été annoncé jeudi 16 entre 4h et 8h. Nous gagnons pratiquement un pile de monde qui a gagné pour venir dans l'espace là, latino surtout. On est capable de promouvoir parce que c'est vrai que dans le moment Haïti, Haïtiens surtout dans Springfield, c'est eux-mêmes qui affectés plus par le problème là. Mais son problème qui est capable de sortir de Haïtiens, tomber dans tout type d'immigrants qui gagnent. Donc, nous obligés c'est faire un coup d'os ensemble avec l'autre amis et l'autre frère immigrants qui sont en ville là. On fait souvent dire, hey, nous là, c'est vrai qu'on va une bataille là et nous tous qui sont en bataille là. Et comme immigrants, on est obligé de gagner une voix, un espace. Et c'est ça qui est NDL là, je veux dire. Ouais, faut dire aussi. À l'amico ça. Are we good, JBP? JBP, directeur image.
Bon, les gars, you have
So let me ask you one more question very rapid. So how's that gonna be? You guys gonna be able to ask questions, or do we just run our show?
We're getting B-roll right now.
Okay.
So we just need shots of you working.
Okay. Okay.
I think
Well-
our correspondent does want to ask you some questions.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you
Okay.
rather do the questions now or later?
Yeah, sure.
Now later, yeah. You know, I'm over. it.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Hi, Miguel.
Okay. Hi, nice to meet you. I saw you on TV. I know you. Okay. Absolutely.
Hey. You wanna have a seat with us, or how's it gonna be?
Yeah, you could be.
JBP, it can be over there, right?
Ask us questions. Okay.
Yeah.
Works for you, that works for me.
Sure.
Great.
You borrow, no?
Sound last night.
You want to hear some?
Well, you use this one, I think I have.
Okay.
That's
What's your name?
Miguel.
Miguel. Jamie.
Hi, Jimmy.
Hi.
Hey.
Put a microphone on you.
Oh, sure.
Am I too close to him?
You from Springfield as well?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I've been here 22 years.
From where originally?
New York.
New York,
After
New York.
9/11, we decided to move out here to Slow, Ohio.
And look where you
Well,
are now.
well, where's Slow, yeah.
You never get away from it. No, it's a bad story, an unpleasant story, but underneath there's a lot of good
Yes.
that you discover about people, you know?
You okay?
That was bricks.
Ah.
So Miguel and
Marjorie.
Marjorie. My mother's name was
Margaret.
by Margie.
I go by Marjorie.
Do you really? Oh,
Okay. Just probably stay mostly on 3 shots. I don't get it too tight in there.
Mickey, what's my good shot? Which one?
Hey, you
which one's
look
my good
amazing
pick?
right now.
Which is my best? Michael, which one's my best for you?
Why do you do that?
Ok, guys, et pas oublier que sur NDL Diaspora Live, c'est un spécial show. J'en vois tout bagage a fait dans le studio radio aujourd'hui, nous live, et nous avons plusieurs médias qui visitent nous de temps en temps. Beaucoup de lumière écran derrière nous, so on a fait ça tout à l'heure, Miguel. So, nous vraiment contents pour nous gagner ensemble de médias ça, qui ont visité nous dans le studio et qui a permettre que nous parler et causer et nous voyer message à côté de supposé arriver normalement. Grâce à Dieu, et nous avons moun là pour ça. Nous avons Madame Marjorie, nous avons Miguelito Jérôme, et moi là, APC fait technique. Je ne vais pas répondre à une question, non. Je suis là, la technique là, pour m'aider, que tout le bagage passe bien, de façon à ce que nous avons une belle interview qui est disponible à la fois sur antenne NDL New Diaspora Live et qui est disponible tout et sur ensemble de médias internationaux qui est avec nous ici dans Springfield, Ohio.
Very good. Thank you, GBB. Hey, what for me to do?
Bien sûr. Yeah, I'm sure.
All right. There you go.
Good? Okay. Merci. Merci beaucoup.
Yeah.
That's the extent of my, I got like two things. Merci beaucoup. And
That's good.
we're getting there. I had a friend who, everywhere we went in the world, and we went a lot of places together, he learned how to say, I love you. And everybody's disarmed by that. He tried it with some North Korean guards once. That was not a good idea. At any rate, it's a true story. So, Miguel, if I could just ask you a couple of questions.
Sure.
Obviously, we're here, as is much of the rest of the world's media,